Hey guys, welcome to the security guard training. Today's lesson is risk assessment. This course is brought by securityguardexam.com. The 5 steps of risk assessment. There are the 5 steps. We can use them to assess the risks. Okay, number 1, identify hazard. Number 2, who would be harmed and how. Number 3, evaluating risks and control measure. Number 4, record and apply the recommendation. Number 5, review and update if required. Okay, here are the 5 steps to access the risks in the workplace. Number 1, identify the hazard. In this process, you should list all the hazards that identify through the process of inspection of the workplace. Okay, identify hazard. When you find any hazard, you should list those hazards in your notebook. Here is the example: slip and trip. Okay, the hazard is slip and trip. The cause of the hazard is wet surface. The another is electric hazard. The cause of the electric hazard is old socket. The another is collision with the object. The cause of the collision object is low hanging structure. Just like this, you have to note down of the hazard that you identify when you are inspecting a workplace. Number 2, who can be harmed? Okay, the first point you find, identify the hazard, and you have to note down the another thing is who can be harmed. In this process, you should access who can to contact with the hazard and how they can be harmed. Okay, who can be contact in the hazard in the workplace? The worker can be contact, employee, contractor, vendor, visitor, public, and people of the determinations. They can contact to the hazard and can be harmed. You have to note who can be harmed. The particulars may be employee, contractor, vendor, or other peoples. Number 3, evaluate risks and control measure. Okay, this is a very important part and to evaluate the risks. This process of the risk assessment is very important because it will guide the management or the decision making people for controlling the risks. Because when you calculate the risks, depending on the risk level, the management team will make a new decisions or they will change the current safety procedure of the company, right? And you should evaluate the risks and its outcome. Okay, what is the risk and what could be the outcome? You have to evaluate. Here is the formula: likelihood multiply severity is to risk score is the formula. If you want to learn more about the risk calculations, you can visit our website www.securityguardexam.com. Okay, let's go to another point: hierarchy of control hazard. Okay, you find or identify the hazard, and now you are here control of the hazard. How to control of the hazard? There is a hierarchy of controlling the hazard. Number 1, eliminate. Remove the hazard completely. We can remove the hazard completely from the place where it was presented. The another is substitute. Substitute means we replace the hazard. If there is a old electric socket, we can replace the socket. That way also we can control the hazard. Isolate the hazard, guard or control the hazard. Okay, if there is a hazard and you can guard it or you can control it, deploying a security guard or making a cordons, we can isolate the hazard. We can make the hazard out of the access. We can prevent the people's access to the hazard. Isolate. The another is administrate. Change the policy or the procedure. If there is the hazard or something, cause of the current procedure and policy, we can change the current policy and procedure. PPE, use the protective safety equipment. You should use the protective safety equipment when you are handling the hazard, such as gloves, goggles, or helmet, etc. Number 4, it is the another point of the risk assessment in the workplace: Record and apply recommendation. Okay, on the process of the risk assessment, the identification of hazard and control measure only be useful when they are recorded and recommendation implement. Okay, when you identify the hazard and we control the hazard, when we make a recommendation and the recommendations are implemented from the management team, that can be useful. Okay, when you are writing the record or when you are making the recommendation, we should include these following things: report number, date, valid date, department to work area, key risks, other risks and rating, relevant policy and procedure, risk assessment summary, record keeping requirement. Okay, this point we have to include when we are making our recommendations to the management for changing or for controlling the risks in the workplace. What does mean ALARP? ALARP. What does mean ALARP? Okay, it is the concept of reducing the existing risk level as low as reasonably practical. Okay, ALARP means reduce the risks as low as reasonably practical. Number 5, review and update. Okay, our risk assessment should be review if the following things include. Okay, we can review and update the risk assessment report. We can review if new law and regulation pass. Okay, new regulation come and our policy was depend on the world law or the regulations, and we can review and update it. New material or substances in the use. Okay, new materials come or new substances are in the workplace, we can change or review the risk assessment. Or change in the workplace policy or the procedure. Okay, in this case also we can review and update. Installation of the new equipment. If there is a new equipment and the new risk control measure should be applied or the policy should be implemented, we can review and update the new risk assessment policy. And new personnel, if there is a new personnel also may be required to review and update of the risk assessment policy of the company. Thank you guys for watching the video. At last, I request you to subscribe our channel, press the bell icon, because you will not miss any video. You will get the instant notification when I upload a new lesson. And last, share the video, like the video if you love it. Thank you and see you.